Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
Captain's Log Supplemental.
Welcome to part 2 of the IndieBlogg Supplemental interview with David Uosikinen of the Hooters. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, you might want to do that before you watch this.
Hi, Intermix, Dave Uosikinen of the Hooters. So, eventually, we did that record. That was actually a big record for us. They had four top 40 singles, and we danced Day by Day. I always thought And We Dance was the top charting song, but it wasn't. Day by Day was. And All You Zombies and Where Do the Children Go? And that basically, helped us. We toured a lot, non-stop. And then we went to Europe and we played over there. We were playing, opening in arenas for bands, and then eventually doing our own shows. And then we went to Europe and started playing small clubs. We recorded One Way Home, and One Way Home actually was had the biggest songs for us in Europe. Johnny B became a really big hit. It's still, quite popular in places in Europe, Germany especially. The follow-up record was a record called Zigzag, and that went wood in America. Actually, wood. Nearly went aluminum, but it's funny. I think it sold something like 250,000 copies, which, after you're a platinum selling band, is somewhat of a disappointment for the record label. I mean, I think as a band we always felt that we were growing musically and artistically, but sometimes artistic and being an artist and accounting doesn't always mesh. If you know what I mean. So Columbia ended up dropping the Hooters. We eventually signed with MCA Records. We did a record called Out of Body. At that time, we got another member in the band, Mindy Johnston. We added. She played violin, guitar, harmonica, and she was a singer. Had a heck of a stage presence. It was a fun record to record.
That's awesome, Dave. Now please take off that South by Southwest jacket and tell us about the Bootlegs.
All right, Noel, you were asking about Bootlegs. And the Bootlegs that I know of are the people who recorded shows that we've done over the years, and they have them on the internet. There's a website called I believe it's called the Hooters Trading Post. A couple guys I think they're in Stockholm. They have this site, and they've been collecting, they have tons of recorded shows that we've done, and apparently they I think it's a place where they trade for, I don't know what they trade for, like, bags of dope, I don't know, but that's the deal. I heard that there's an exchange of funds, but who knows. Anyway, and as far as any other bootlegs that I know of one CD that's a live show that we did in Toronto, that became a CD, and the reason I know about this is that it's it's got a cover that has it looks like something from National Geographic. It has a bear on it.
Wait,
cover.
merciful crap!
It's like Where Do the Children Play or something goofy like that. But there's a couple songs on there that I think we only played it once or twice, and pretty much sounds it on the disc. Other than that, that's what I know about the Bootlegs.
Our next question comes with a bit of a audio component. This is off of your VMix page, vmix.com/thehooters. So maybe you can comment a little bit about VMix and your involvement with VMix and the relationship between the Hooters and VMix. And this is a good song.
Regarding the Hooters association with VMix, the Hooters association with VMix is this. It's me. I'm a member of the band, founding member of the band, and so when the Hooters were on a brief hiatus, actually more than a brief hiatus, we took 7 years off. I got involved with working on the internet, and eventually, with all the types of those types of companies, they were looking for music, and being that I made music, I always said, well, let me see if I can put some Hooters music on the site. And in the beginning, that was a little bit challenging because we were signed to Columbia Records, and the major labels were the ones that were giving us a little bit of a, when I say us, MP3.com, Napster, and companies like that, a hard time about copyright and things like that. Which there is if you own the copyright, you own the copyright. And but at the time, in the Hooters case, they weren't getting any kind of promotion from Columbia Records, and since I was there, I just decided to take it upon myself to upload the music and promote it. Anyway, that's it. We are a multi-platform digital distribution service. That's a mouthful. We host audio and we host video. What I do is I manage music at VMix. We launched a music initiative about 6 weeks ago, and it was somewhat of a soft launch, but what it allows artists to do, bands to upload music like they did at mp3.com. If they have videos, they can upload the videos, and we give them tools that they could actually virally market their music. Send their music to a friend. They can actually have a branded player. They can take that branded player, they can put it on their website. It's also, one of our goals there is to build a community with independent artists, and also leveraging our relationships with the music industry, which there's a group of guys that work at VMix that come from working at the industry, either recorded records or had record labels. Damian Haggard, 20th Century Fox, Chris Carneal, 20th Century Fox. These are all people that work on our content team. Chris Stuberg was also at mp3.com, and there's a lot of experience there. And so, we'd really like to be a hub for artists. We're artists. Our motto is, we're for the artist, by the artist.
My next question has to do with drumming. For all the drummers out there, what were your influences? What got you started as a drummer, and who were some of your favorite drummers, and what did you admire about them that made you so interested in learning how to play the drums?
Influences. Drummers. My early influences as a drummer has to be, of course, the Ed Sullivan Show, seeing the Beatles, Ringo Starr, Charlie Watts, the Stones, James Brown's drummer, Clyde Stubblefield, was a big influence on me. I had a friend of mine when I was a kid. He got James Brown live at the Apollo, and man, we didn't take that record off. We just listened to that all the time. Drummers, even today, Jim Keltner, who plays on everything, good guy. I'm fortunate enough to meet him and hang out with him, and we both endorse the same drum company, which is cool, and I see him from time to time. He's one of my favorites. Andy Newmark, Richie Hayward. There's local guys in Philly. When we were coming up, the Hooters, Mikey Snyder from the A's, the drummer that played, Tom Moon, that played with the Nas, Todd Rundgren's band. Was just a great drummer and great band, So, man, I love the way those guys played. So those were my influences as a drummer, and still are today. I listen to a lot of young guys, man. A lot of records, a lot of stuff that I listen to coming up through, on VMix and on the net that I hear. There's so many great players out there, and I think the internet has opened up music to a lot of people. So it's been awesome.
My next question has to do with the news of the big album. On your website, it says, Hooters' new studio album nears completion. Let's check that out real quick. It says, in early October 2006, Hooters gathered at Elm Street Studios to begin recording a new set of songs for their first studio album in 14 years. So definitely want to hear about that.
I have a guest. This is my son Sam. Say hi, Sam.
Hi.
So, the Hooters' new CD was recorded in Philadelphia. We started recording it in September.
Right.
And I went back for a week of tracking in October, and the band has been diligently working on this record for the last since 2002. We've been touring and playing a lot of the same music that we've recorded over the years, and it just became time to record something new. And I'm going to drag Sam right here, Sam, on the road with me this year. I'm going to put him to work. You want to go to work?
Yeah.
Okay, here he goes. So a little bit about the songs on this CD. It's a compilation of years of experience producing, writing, playing, recording in the studio, and I think it'll have elements of all the records. Rob and Eric certainly accomplished songwriters, and I don't know, the record rocks. It's good. So we really look forward to touring with it, and we hope you like it.
Thanks again, Dave. It's been a real pleasure chatting with you via video blog and getting your feedback on these questions. My last question has to do with us. What got you interested in the Independent Music Conference? How did you hook up with us? And what did you think of the event when you attended? And are you proudly displaying your Emmy Award?
My experience with the Indie Music Conference has been great. I had a great time last year. I think Noel does a great job, him and Elaine. I think it's a conference that really has some room to grow, and when you are in a position where you're trying to do something, you run into these obstacles, and you always got these naysayers that say you can't do it, and you have these challenges, and I think that they are the that's where you got to really just push through and do what you got to do, because independent artists need conferences like the Independent Music Conference, Intermix, and IndieBlogg. I think it serves a much needed purpose and need that artists have, and I tip my hat to you for doing it. I had a good time there last year, and I'm looking forward to being there this year. Regarding my Emmy, I'm proud of that. That was very nice, and I think my buddy Phil Niccolo received one the same day, and we get a chance to hang out, and I'm proud of it. Thanks, man.
That is awesome, Dave. Can't thank you enough for this. It's been great fun, and I look forward to seeing you at IMC 07.
Stay tuned to the IndieBlogg channel for our next main IndieBlogg entry.